Hi YouTube, it's Nora. We interrupt your regularly scheduled program to bring you an important news update. Don't you hate that? But anyways, happy St. Patrick's Day. As you can see, I don't have any green clothes, so I would just have to make do with what I have, I guess. I'm getting pinched a lot today. But, does anyone still do that anymore? I don't know. But, seriously, I did have something specific planned for today, but something really important happened to me recently, and I just wanted to share with y'all today. So, this is about Uber. First off, I just want to say I love Uber. I've been using Uber a lot lately. Especially over the past several months, because living here on my own in Riverside with all of my family like away, and most of my friends just back in Redlands, like I had to figure out how to get around myself. So I knew about Uber for a while, but I didn't start using it until recently, like I said. But so I love it. It's and if you don't know what Uber is, it's an app that you can get on your phone or your tablet, just any mobile device, and basically it's like a ride sharing program. So it's like a taxi, but it's a little bit cheaper than a taxi from what I heard, because I've never used any like taxi services like Yellow Cab or anything like that, because I've always been nervous. Oh yeah, and if you're nervous about using Uber, um, since I've had so many Uber drivers, I've gotten to speak to a lot of them, and they tell me in order to keep driving for Uber, they need to keep a rating of at least 4.8 out of 5 stars, or else, they'll get a warning and then they'll just say, like, you can't drive for us anymore. So they're really, most of them will go above and beyond to get those stars. I've had drivers who will keep cold water bottles in their car for passengers. Some have given food, gum, just all sorts of things. And they'll try to be talkative, they'll try to be really nice, just like I said, going above and beyond. So you put in where you want to be picked up from, like your home or wherever, and then you put where you're going, and it'll basically pick you up, get you from point A to point B. They'll contact the closest Uber driver to you, and they'll be the one to pick you up and all that stuff. So anyway, there's the background on Uber. So now my experience. So the other day, I was at my school signing up for this fall semester. I know, right? So soon. Fall starts in September. This is March, people. This is March. But I can't believe I'm already almost done with my first year of grad school. It's been a total trip, but I digress. So afterwards, I was gonna go to a local eyebrow waxing shop that I heard about, because I got sent a coupon. Because over the past several months, I've been getting a bunch of coupons and ads and shit saying like, oh, welcome to the neighborhood, come try us out. So I got like $1.50 or something off of an eyebrow wax. So I decided to do it. Oh, just really quick, 1 second. Look at those brows. I love it. I have makeup on them right now. I haven't been able to wear makeup on them for like 2 weeks because they've been just extremely bushy and gross, and I just needed to get them done so bad. So I've been getting them done since I was like 19, so that's like almost 10 years. And I honestly, to God, think that I like this new girl the best. But anyway, off topic again. I'm probably gonna do that a lot. Um, but so Uber, I call them, and they'll usually tell you like how far away they are from you, and then it'll tell you like when they're arriving, so that when they're like a minute away. So I mean, the Uber app was actually saying that this guy was really close to me, and even that he was arriving. So I see this car pull up, and usually when I get an Uber, they'll roll down the window and they'll yell out my name, or they'll go Nora, and I'll be like, yeah, or I'll yell out their name because it'll tell you the driver's name and show you a little picture of the driver. Oh, that's another thing. Like when they showed me the picture of this driver, it was a black dude. Not trying to be racist or anything, but and that's what the driver of this car was. So I'm like, okay. And yeah, he had the window open. He was shouting out something, which I couldn't really hear because there was a bunch of noise going on, outside noise. It was kind of windy. So I got into his car. Uh, but I mean, now that I look back, yeah, I should have made sure. I should have like walked around and looked for an Uber sticker because all of the Uber drivers have a sticker on their car. Um, but I mean, I have talked to a lot of Uber drivers, like I said, and I am expecting them to be pretty safe. Um, which I mean, they are. So none of this was Uber's fault. This was my fault entirely. But but I did find out that he drove for another taxi service called Lyft, which is a little bit more expensive than Uber, I've found. But it's just a few cents, but that could add up, you know. And I don't know, I just like Uber, it's an oldie but goodie, and you kind of stick to what you're used to. So, I mean, mind you, this eyebrow place isn't too far away. So, I mean, we weren't in the car for that long, but about halfway through, he's um he's like, "Oh, you should cancel your Uber ride." And I'm like, "Wait, what? Aren't you my Uber driver?" And he's like, "No, I drive for Lyft." I'm like, "Oh, do you drive for both Lyft and Uber?" Because I've had some drivers that drive for both. And he's like, "No, I just drive for Lyft." And I'm like, "Oh, shoot." I mean, thank God he was a nice guy, at least. Because he told me he was Nigerian. He had a really heavy accent. He spoke in very, very broken English. And he just kept looking at me and saying, like, "You're very beautiful." And, like, he kept asking if he could see me again. He wanted to be friends or something, but I don't know. I kept getting more than friend vibe, you know what I'm saying? But then finally, when he drops me off to where I need to go. And I'm like, and I'm a pretty nice person, so when I get there, I asked him, so since I didn't really call you and you're not getting paid for this, did you want me to give you some cash? Did you want me to pay for the ride? And he's like, no, no problem, don't worry about it. So, I mean, it was good that I got a free ride and everything. And then, since he kept saying he wanted to talk to me, get to know me, like, he asked for my number. And I don't know what was going through my mind, like I wasn't thinking or whatever, and also I am that person, if somebody asks me for my number, I'll give it to them without even thinking. And I do have this fake number that's just like one digit off so I can remember it. Or if somehow I run into them again and they ask, "Oh, isn't your number blah blah blah," I can say, "Oh yeah, that's the number I gave you." So, I mean, I've got that into my mind, and I've given it to people sometimes, but sometimes I just sort of forget in the moment. And I guess also because I don't want to, like, they type it in the phone and then they call me, and I have my phone right there in my hand, and it doesn't ring, and then I have to be like, wait, it didn't go through. I don't know why. I don't really like confrontation, and that's really not been the greatest thing, because like my old roommate, just I would take so much crap that so many other people wouldn't, because I didn't want confrontation. So I mean, in a future video, I'll probably talk about my roommate, because I really want to show you guys my new place. This is the first time since I moved out of my house that I've had a place completely to myself without any roommates, and it's been so amazing and exciting. But that's coming up soon, so like, comment, and subscribe, as always. But back to my Uber story. I mean, yeah, the guy was a nice guy, and it ended pretty okay, but I mean, it could have gone so much worse, and it taught me that I need to be more careful, even if they don't, even if they didn't do anything really wrong, I guess. Like, I was talking to Trevor about it, and he was like, even if it's awkward, even if they're like, what the heck is she doing? Just like walk around the car, look for an Uber sticker, or even like, you remember in the beginning I said, like, are you looking for Nora? Or maybe I didn't say it, I don't remember. But are you looking for Nora? Instead of saying that, just say like, who are you waiting for? And they'll have to say my name. And if they don't know what my name is, then I know that they're not my ride. But basically, I just wanted to tell that story because for any of you guys that takes Uber as much as I do, or even once in a while just uses Uber or is thinking about using Uber, I highly recommend it. It's a great service, so don't be discouraged in using it, but just be careful and stay safe, you guys. I love you, and I will see you soon.